guys. We haven't done a video, this just occurred to me, in quite a while. A lot has happened. Benji? Let's look out the window. We're in La Paz, driving right through. This is Stina and Benji coming to you. We are in La Paz, Baja, California Sur, south. We've been on the south part of the peninsula for a while now. We're heading north to Puerto Chalet. It is a fishing village where we can maybe take a panga to see mama and baby whales, scratch whales' faces, pet whales, gray whales, blue whales. Oh shit. Driving in Baja, you might hear oh shit like a handful of times on a short video here. Driving is no easy feat. So I was trying to decide what I should do, what kind of video I should do for you guys. Should I do tips on Baja? Tips on driving Baja? Tips on navigating life in Baja? Tips on van life? Tips on van life in Baja? God, we have learned, me and Benji, because he too is on a steep learning curve. We have learned a lot. He got attacked by dogs again yesterday. The Baja dogs. A Baja adopted dog by a guy and his dog on the beach. What's Benji learning? I don't know. How to process it. How to move through fear. Get your ass kicked, handed to you, and keep moving forward. Because he gets his ass handed to him and he keeps moving forward. And we're not going to live in fear. Because we can't stop doing what we're doing. We're just going to keep moving forward, and there's no right or wrong way to navigate the dogs, because it's not fair. It is what it is. These dogs are who they are. They're living on the streets, and then someone tries to adopt them, and they still have their fucking balls and all their testosterone and all their drive to fight and protect, and whatever their natural instinct is still in them, on top of all that just high testosterone. And then they have them off leash like 99% of the time. This guy did leash, or the girlfriend leashed it up last night for a minute. I mean, you just keep moving forward, and you don't let fear stop you, and you figure it out. You know, they didn't break skin on Benji. Thank God he's got like this really tough skin. He's got like the sheepdog in him. He's got this barrel chest and thicker body and thicker skin. And, you know, here's a topaz, speed bump. Here's another thing I can do an entire video on. How big the speed bumps are, how random they are, and how you think that they're supposed to serve a purpose. I don't know. Slow you down. They're everywhere. They could use other forms of infrastructure and traffic navigation and control, but they love their speed bumps here. So they also love locals to not follow any kind of driving rule and to assert themselves, which teaches someone like me, who's not always been an opportunist or have opportunistic tendencies. I've been more on the polite, codependent, buffering side of life, which I'm getting on the other side of that in this chapter. But people here take what they want. They drive where they want to go. They push you out of the way, and it's turn left. And they're not being mean. They're just living their life and taking. So that's new for me and Benji. It's the same thing with the dog thing, with being attacked. We just sort of figured things out. Left here. So anyway, left here. Turn left. Turn left. Siri's not always correct on giving us driving directions too, and she can be delayed. So there's so many. I could do so many videos on so many tips. Like always have your water. Always get water, get pesos, get gas, whenever you can. Whenever you can, stock up on your, when you see it, stock up on your gas, stock up on your water, stock up on your pesos. Maybe if you're in the van or camper, and your food. Especially if you see something that you like hamburger meats. I'm finding that it's been Where I like to go and camp on beaches and more secluded places where you can get closer to nature. I want to kayak on the water more and get right up in those areas. You're not going to have, there's no like super Targets or wonderful grocery stores. We found a grocery store yesterday in Todos Santos that had a really nice coffee creamer that was like candy bar flavored. That was life-changing, and a tube of hamburger. Life-changing. High. I got high on food and coffee creamer. So get your food in and eat what you want to eat when you can. Because you may be roughing it. A different version of roughing it for everybody. But for me and Benji, these were certain kinds of roughing it that, and that's because also I go really low on a pantry for a while because I'm really penny pinching. Super duper penny pinching. Super duper duper penny pinching. Could do another video on that. How to leave your past life and live on as little as possible when you're not used to living on little as possible. I grew up living on welfare and poor, but I made my way in my life and knew how to have some things, work and earn and get some things, a lot of things, and now how to live without the things, how to live a full life, a full experience, a very blessed experience, not have all the stuff, not get the stuff, know that it won't be coming for a while, it may not ever come again, the things that I've had in my past, learning to live with less excess, less wants, less needs, want for different things. I really want to have more experience with whales, dolphins, and nature. And in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to tap into my reserves of my savings. So how to live on like pennies. It's not pennies either, everything fucking costs. Okay, so what else was I going to tell you? A couple things we're celebrating. We're coming up on 2 months in Baja. 6 months on the road. Benji's second birthday. 6 months on the road full time. Living in a van. Am I going forward? And my 2-year sobriety date. Real sober. For real sober. No buffer. Like sober. No pills, no pot, no CBD oil, none of that shit. If you want to do it, good for you. That ain't sober. Sober, like, feel your feelings and go to bed early and wake up early and go kayak something or hike something or trail run or whatever. And then not celebrate with alcohol, like, or weed or CBD oil or pills or whatever. Did take Advil the other day. I had a splitting headache. But sometimes it's hard out here, and I think a little dehydration hit. We are in the desert, so other than that, that's it. Coffee. I have a cup of coffee in it every day. We're celebrating all that. What else? Did I catch you guys up on? You hear all the noise? All these Baja roads. We could do an entire video on Baja roads. Ugh. No matter how good you think you have your van or riding vessel, something's gonna rattle and bang. What else could we teach you guys? Learn and love about life. We keep meeting tons and tons and tons and tons of people who live here 6 months, 4 to 6 months out of the year. It is, not only is it not uncommon, it's more common than what I had experienced at home, what people choose to live through winter scenarios. Maybe they say it's their job or their family or whatever. But what I now have seen over and over and over and over a million times on repeat, a billion times on repeat, is people figuring that out, how to make that work with families. Kids have been here, dogs, people travel with all of that. They either put them up, they get in a casita, they have a camper, they live in a crappy little van. I've seen crappy little vans. They're shoved in there. I've seen big ass buses. I've seen, you name it, I've seen it. And people are totally, and you do not have to be rich and retired. That is a fallacy. My sister had said that a few times. Well, they're retired because I've discussed cashing out my teeny tiny bit of retirement. I have a little bit of retirement. And Christine's like, my sister's like, well, they're older, you know, and they're in a stated place in their life. But I'm seeing people figure out ways to do things and live very full lives in this wonderfully warm climate, and you learn how to navigate things like getting sick and from your tummy from Mexico, and all the things you figure, these roads, you figure stuff out. Wi-Fi, the SIM card, a Mexican phone number on your phone. All these things were airing down tires and airing them back up. You figure all this stuff out. Sorry, it's getting really bumpy and my phone's been bouncing, and I don't want to make you guys all irritated with this, and the video is getting long. So I guess I have a whole video on nothing productive to help you guys. I should do some how-to videos. Anyway, we want to tell you we love you. I better get off this, figure out where I'm going. We love you, and all our blessings and thank yous. Pay it forward 1,000,000 times to you guys for all the love you've given us. We love you. Benji says bye-bye, night-night. He loves you too. Bye.